All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. We literally all grew up hearing it, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's probably the most famous dietary rule on the planet, and, for good reason. But for our entire lives, we've basically been conditioned to just grab an apple, wash it, and bite right into it raw. Well, the source material we're looking at today suggests we might actually be missing out on a massive, totally counterintuitive health hack. We're going to explore the hidden nutritional power of taking that crisp, raw fruit and actually boiling it.
So it really begs the question, have we been eating apples wrong this whole time? I mean, think about your own habits. You eat a fresh raw apple, and maybe, just occasionally, you feel a little bloated afterward. Or maybe you get what some people call a cold or kind of heavy sensation in your stomach. If you've ever felt that, you're absolutely not alone. It's not in your head. Raw fruit actually requires a ton of digestive energy to break down. We're going to look at how a super simple shift in preparation can completely change how your body reacts to this everyday superfood.
Section 1. Raw versus boiled apples.
Think about the physical contrast between the two. With a raw apple, the fibers are really tough and rigid. Now, that's great for a crunch, sure, but it can be incredibly hard on your digestive tract. Plus, it carries that cold effect on the stomach that can honestly just slow your digestion right down. But compare that to a boiled apple. The heat literally breaks down those rigid cell walls. Suddenly, nutrient absorption becomes so much easier for your gut. Instead of that cold, heavy feeling, you get this soothing, warm effect. This simple physical transformation makes the fruit so much gentler, especially if you have a sensitive stomach, digestive issues, or for the elderly, whose systems might just need a little less heavy lifting.
Section 2. Why boil your apples? The science of softening. Okay, so the absolute crucial point here comes down to a dietary fiber called pectin. Think of the pectin in a raw apple like a locked safe, right? It holds on to all those amazing nutrients super tightly. Your digestive system has to work incredibly hard to crack the code and get the benefits out. But when you apply the heat of boiling water, that pectin physically softens. It relaxes. The heat basically acts as the key that unlocks the safe. All those previously bound up nutrients just spill out, becoming significantly easier for your intestinal tract to absorb, without your gut having to go into overdrive. You're essentially pre-digesting the hardest parts of the fruit.
And guys, here's where it gets truly amazing. We usually just assume that cooking fruit destroys all the good stuff, don't we? But the source data shows the exact opposite for certain compounds. Let's talk about polyphenols. These are powerful antioxidants naturally found in apples. And surprisingly, exposing the apple to the heat of boiling doesn't destroy them. It actually increases their available levels. No way, right? The heat releases these polyphenols from the plant matrix, which means a much higher concentration is readily available to your body to help combat cellular damage and aggressively reduce internal inflammation.
Section 3. 3 amazing benefits.
Let's talk about the real-world impact this has on your body. Number 1. Boosted antioxidants. Because of those elevated polyphenols we literally just talked about, your body gets a massive tool to reduce internal inflammation and support overall cellular health. Number 2, enhanced skin. The specific combo of nutrients unlocked by boiling boosts your metabolism and actually helps reduce pigment accumulation. The result? Smoother, brighter, much more hydrated-looking skin. And number 3, improved digestion. That beautifully softened pectin goes right to work in your gut. It regulates your intestines, relieves constipation, and balances your body's excretion processes. It's basically a domino effect of wellness that starts right in your stomach.
Section 4. Results in 2 weeks.
14 days. That is the challenge here. Just 14 days of consistency. The research suggests that by eating just one boiled apple daily for a 2-week period, you can actually start to notice a tangible shift. Now, the key here, as with literally any health habit, is consistency. By giving your gut that daily dose of softened pectin and your cells that daily hit of available polyphenols, you're allowing your body the time it needs to regulate its digestion and actually start reflecting that health and hydration right in your skin.
I really want to emphasize this point for anyone out there who has ever felt that heavy, kind of awful discomfort after trying to be healthy and eating raw fruit. One boiled apple a day is the ultimate soothing cure for that specific discomfort. You don't have to give up the nutritional benefits of the fruit at all. You just have to change the delivery method. It's all about working with your body, not against it.
Section 5. Tips and precautions. Let's talk about how to actually prep this, because there's a foolproof method. Step 1 is absolutely crucial. Use a stainless steel pot and keep it on low heat. Why low heat? Well, while heat is great for unlocking that pectin, a raging rolling boil can unnecessarily destroy some of the more delicate vitamins. Gentle heat is your best friend here. Step 2. Add just enough water to gently simmer the apple. You're not making soup. You really don't want to dilute all those amazing nutrients into gallons of water. And step 3, if you want a little flavor boost, toss in a few dates. This adds a beautifully complex natural sweetness without you needing to add a single grain of refined sugar.
Now, as with any dietary shift, we absolutely have to talk precautions. The source data breaks down a few specific things to watch out for. First, if you are diabetic, definitely pay attention to this. Boiling makes the natural sugars in the apple easier to absorb quickly, so you really must limit your portion sizes. Basically, don't eat 3 of these at once. If you suffer from high stomach acid, the natural tartness of some apples might still bother you even when they're boiled. The simple recommendation there, just add a little bit of honey to counteract the sourness. And finally, selection really matters. You got to use fresh, high-quality apples. Boiling is a cooking method, right? It's not a magic trick to resurrect rotting fruit. Always start with a good ingredient.
So we've broken down the lox nutrients, the really cool science of pectin, the surprising surge in polyphenols, and that 14-day blueprint to better digestion and glowing skin. We've seen how something as incredibly simple as hot water can completely transform a food we all thought we fully understood, which really just leaves us with one final thing to consider. Tomorrow morning, when you reach into the fruit bowl, how will you eat your apple?